actually, you're not, you're supposed to be non-judgmental. You're supposed to be a good listener. You're supposed to make the environment comfortable. Like, for example, if it's in a facility, in Kenya, we're having the problem still because we don't have ramps. Whenever people are supposed to be like a ramp to help a person push their wheelchair on it. And then maybe just to try winding up on this because, well, you're short on time. How can I help my friend who doesn't know about this, how they can help this person with a different need? So I can be that person that will create awareness. Let's say, like decide to have forums where you'll be able to come together like we have done right now, talk about the different needs and how best we can stand up for them, and then be an advocate. An advocate is somebody that speaks on behalf of another person. As a community, we are supposed to accept, to include, to increase awareness, and seek to understand, and be there to offer help when it is solicited for. Please note that. Offer help when it is solicited for, but always be, don't shy away. Be like, hey, how can I help you? The other thing, please don't offer sympathy, offer empathy. There's a huge difference between the two. Sympathy is when I'm like, oh my God, what happened to your legs? Oh, you use a wheelchair? No, I mean, okay, I'm trying just to be real. I know those are not the English definitions. Empathy is when I place myself in your shoes and walk a journey with you. Yeah, you're at this point, I'm going to hop in and I'm going to start from where you are at and we're going to walk together. And the other thing, and this one is just a general rule, it applies in all spheres, please never stare. That's also another general rule. Don't stare. Don't treat somebody like a baby. Be kind. Don't make fun of them. Don't try to take selfies with them by force for you to post on Instagram and look like a celeb. That's not right. It's not fair. And well, whenever you have time, maybe we'll delve more into deeper issues on disability, but that's best what you can do so that you make the world a better place. Thank you so much.
Well, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much, Mary. I mean, we've learned a lot from that. And I just want us to embrace one another. Let's love our families, as we heard from our speaker today, from our guest speaker. Let's embrace each other. Let's love one another. Let's embrace people with special needs, people who are able differently. They're not people with disabilities, because those are not disabilities. They do not limit them. That is really good. And I want us to embrace that. They are not people with disabilities. They're people who are able differently, in other words. So thank you so much. That was a really nice discussion. Anybody who has something to say before we finally finish off? Anyone who has something to say as we pen off? Rehema, let's go. Soila, let's begin with Michelle. Anything to say before we go?
Nothing but thank you, Mary, for what you said. That was very informative. I don't know if you said this part, but like I was watching a video and it was talking about not everyone that has disabilities actually needs help in that moment of time. Sometimes they want to do it by themselves. If they ask for your help, then you help them. But sometimes you just be like, do you want help? No, because they don't like that. They don't like feeling like they're needed, like people that they need help. So yeah. But
and that is okay, thank you. And that is why I actually said you should empathize and not sympathize. That is really good. Put yourself in their shoe, but don't feel pity for them. Don't be like, oh my God, they'll be like, oh, am I being treated differently? But if you put yourself in their shoe and walk down the road with them, that is what Soila you're talking about, and that is really good. Thank you. And that is what Mary talked about. Thank you so much, Soila. Anything else you want to add? Amalia and Pelai. Anything you want to say? Closing statements?
Thank you for giving this presentation. I really enjoyed it, and I learned a lot of things like I could talk on to other people.
Okay. Thank you so much. Any other? Rahema, anything to say?
I totally agree with treating them with empathy, not sympathy. Relating with them, treating them like they're humans, and not looking down on them.
Amazing. Good. Grace?
I don't know. Oh, okay. I don't know if we were going down the line, but I had something to say.
Go ahead.
I like the way you worded it because I believe that the way we state things helps us like internalize them. So I think when we say differently abled, it gives us a better picture than disabled. You know, it helps us look at them as our equals and not as below us, which I think is very important. So thank you for that.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for teaching us and helping us learn about all of these disabled facts, and also giving us time to talk about it. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Relating to what she said, yeah, thank you about talking about this because like it's not really talked about often at school. Yeah, they don't really talk about disabilities at school. Like you taught us a very important like life lesson here. It was very important and inspiring and educational too.
That's good. Any other? Any other person who wants to say something before we finally close? Well, thank you so much. I think this is all you can off. Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your participation. And thank you for your wise counsel and contributions to everybody. So this is all you're paying off, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on Thursday. It's going to be a really nice conversation because you're just going to throw it out to everybody. It's going to be really nice. So I will encourage you to tell your friends to come, tell your friends to join, because we are going to educate one another. You know, you're walking this road together, and I'm grateful because you can have people like Mary who are very resourceful, people like Geoffrey. Thank you for giving us this opportunity, and just our youth, because we are in this together as a family. So thank you, Geoffrey. Let me leave it to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for your great conversation and that great discussion. Thank you, Mary, for your great input on it. I am sorry I was doing 2 minutes at the same time. And I am so grateful also, Grace. I know you were coming from another meeting. I don't know if you were able to get a chance to speak, but I appreciate you joining today and having that great conversation. What I'll say, I heard from the speakers, those who were able to speak, is that we will be able to be advocates and be able to create the awareness, because the reason why I bring this conversation is that there's a lot of awareness that needs to go. And when we talk about diversity and inclusion, it all starts with us, even in the community, how we're able to embrace that and be able to accommodate and welcome all those people who may be different from us. It's not about disability, it's only that they're different from us. And I think it all depends on how you look at it. Mm-hmm. And our perception will be very helpful to share with others. If you can be able to educate your parents, you can educate your friends, and even stand out whenever you see somebody treating, sometimes mistreating is not necessarily being able to treat them bad, but also like somebody's, like Mary said, looking at them differently, or trying to show that you really care, but not necessarily care because of the approach that you do it. Sometimes it can be offensive even to the person you're trying to help. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good way to